Hey everybody, it's Tyler from Tyler's Cigar Review, and I'm also the host of the Honest Cigar Experience podcast. And so I wanted to take some time. I know that we get into cigars from time to time and we talk about them, a little bit. We also talk about good, honest conversation. But honestly, I just felt like something that was missing was just a basic and honest cigar review. So this is a new YouTube channel for that, and so we're gonna start doing some just cigar reviews, maybe some, how to cut best with a guillotine lighter or a V cut. Like what? Let's get into some of the details of that cigar experience. But for now, we're gonna start with a good review. We are smoking the Kicks Capa Especial by Crowned Heads. It's a 2020 fall release, and let's get into it. So I'm excited to try this one out, and just Four Kicks doesn't do a bad cigar in my opinion, but let's get into it. Let's actually dissect it a little bit and review this good stick. So we'll be back in a minute with a cut and a light. All right, so I'm gonna do a straight cut here. I'm gonna use my Calibri cutter, and again, I'm just gonna get this here. I don't know if you can see, but we are gonna take a minute. We're just gonna cut off the shade of the end there. We're not gonna cut a big chunk. We're just gonna take a sliver off the top, take that top cap off, and just a good cut there. So the Capa Especial, the Four Kicks Capa Especial was, from my understanding, was actually supposed to be the original Four Kicks with the Sumatra, Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. And so this was originally supposed to be the original blend, and I believe last minute John Huber decided to go with the original all Nicaraguan blend. But so this one is, again, Nicaraguan, Dominican filler, Nicaraguan binder, Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. So it's going to get that floral note in the wrapper. So I hope that comes out. This is going to be a lot of fun. I always love a good Ecuadorian, but Sumatra's good too. And I'm excited to see how this plays. So let's give it a good light here. Of course, we're going to toast the foot. Keep in mind not to get that flame, the flame touching the cigar, because we don't want it to burn. I know that sounds kind of weird, but we don't want it to heat too fast. So we're going to go ahead and keep that flame off of the actual foot. We're just going to toast it a bit, keep it going. It's getting all red. Once it's really, really well done, then we're going to perfectly red there. Ooh. Right away. Wow. Great flavor. Cinnamon, earth. There is some of that floral note, kind of a it's like the opposite of that leather, right? So it's a little potpourri, a little, I don't know, like when you take a beer and you got a little IPA in there, extra hops, it's got that extra floral. It's kind of the similar element here. Wow. I do get some cocoa. And then retrohale, I get some good pepper. A little bit of spice. Not a pepper bomb, not an overload, but there's spice in there. There's a little bit of pepper. I had somebody review it, and they said that there's a lot of cracked pepper. I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of a floral chocolate with some spice, but not a ton of pepper. And there's pepper, but not a pepper bomb. I'm going to enjoy this for a little while. We'll come back at the first third. All right, we are about into that first third for sure, about 15 minutes in. So the flavor notes died down pretty good right after the first minute or so of light up. Really good flavor, really good floral notes, cocoa, some spice in there. That died down quite a bit, and so what I'm getting more now is I'm still getting some floral note. I'm still getting some of that cocoa, but a lot more of the earth and a little bit more nutty, actually, more like a kind of a mixed nut flavor. So the burn is a little bit off. I'm not going to correct it. I'm going to wait for it to correct itself, but so far so good. Really oily sheen on that cigar. You can see that there. Tons of flavor, really good. Nothing bitter, nothing, flat, and but so far just super enjoying it, and we'll see you on that second third. All right, so we're into the second third here. Look at that, ash is still holding on strong, and I guess we're starting the second third, if you will. That's a solid 1.5 inches in there, but I mean, it's holding on strong. It's a good stick. I just wanted to, I'm not gonna share on this little segment the cigar stuff. I just want to shout out my guy Tommy up at Nickel City Cigars. That's where I get my cigars from. So I'm a big fan of A, supporting veterans. B, I'm a fan of supporting local shops. So a local B&M. B&M stands for brick and mortar, so you go to your local shop, However, Nickel City Cigars also has an online component. So Tommy and the team up there, they are good dudes that honestly have really great selection. So check them out for sure. I'll put a link to them in the the area below. Go check them out. Like I said, support veterans and local shops. Good companies, good guys doing, red-blooded Americans just trying to make a business and go after the American dream, and they're doing it well with cigars. So Tommy and Nickel City guys, appreciate you. Good smokes. All right, we are getting down there, and I mean, look at that burn. Straight, even. I did not have to correct it. It corrected itself. Ash came off just not too long ago. So, I mean, it's a solid, 3 inches of ash there. Great cigar. Still really getting a good flavor. Medium to light smoke output. I'm not getting a ton of actual smoke. That's probably the only thing I would say is probably a negative. I do love just really good, cloudy, beautiful smoke, but I'm getting the flavor. I'm just not getting as much smoke output. I'd like a little more of that, but there are worse things to complain about, I guess. As I smoke, and as I enjoy my cigar, I always wonder, like, what are people out there thinking about? What do you do while you smoke a cigar? I'm gonna leave that there. That's a question. Put that in the comments. I'd love to hear, what do you guys do while you're smoking cigars? You listen to podcasts? You read? You pray? Do you read your Bibles? Do you watch TV? Watch the game? What do you do? And I know for me, when I first started smoking, really it was about connecting with people, and we'd have people over, we'd be at a bonfire. Hey, we're gonna be here for an hour, we might as well talk about something honest. How are you doing? I'm good. How are you really? Oh man, I'm not good. All right, cool. Let's get into that conversation, and I'd love to hear who you are in your heart and what's going on in your life, like what's really going on. Tell me about your anxieties. Tell me about your gambling addictions. Tell me about what's going on. That's the real conversation worth having. And I feel, and I've always felt this, that a good cigar and a good drink, honestly, maybe a soda, just it's kind of what happens when you have good conversation. Is you get honest. And so tell me what you're getting honest about, and tell me what's going on in your world, and we'll chat. Beyond that, this is a phenomenal cigar. We'll probably do one more little segment, but Crowned Heads, I would definitely buy a box. That's going to be my rating. I might give, maybe buy a box, but this is definitely a box-worthy cigar. So, well done, guys. We'll see you in a minute. All right, y'all, I'm coming to the end. Getting down there. I got about, probably 5 or 10 puffs left, but like I said, this is a box-worthy cigar. I'm definitely recommend this cigar. This is a good one. Medium body, decent smoke output. I mean, like I said, it's probably lighter than I would ask, but the flavors are still happening all the way down to the end. And a lot of the cigars out there, they really lose a lot of flavor in the last third. I'm still getting cinnamon. I'm still getting some good spice. I'm getting some of that. Still getting some of that floral note from the Sumatra wrapper. So the fact that the flavors are still happening toward the end, I mean, that's awesome. So again, the burns pretty good there. So I didn't have to correct it once. And Crowned Heads, like I said, hats off to you. This one's done. This review's over. But looking forward to doing more. So have a good night, y'all.